Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to do some makeup, just having some fun. I'm not trained in makeup. I have brought a lot of fun and new kind of makeup that maybe you haven't heard about today. So I just wanted to kind of go over some makeup products with you that you may find very exciting and something you would like to add to your own collection. And if you would, you can find this at sarahcrone.mascarabeauty.com. And mascara is not spelled like the mascara here. It's spelled like a mask and Cara, C-A-R-A. So let's just have a lot of fun. You'll have to pardon me for my background. My home is several hours away from where I am. I'm in an RV, so this is my beautiful RV background. And the noise you hear in the background, that's my washing machine. So, yeah. I'm not real sophisticated in all of this. This is a new adventure for me, so let's just have some fun. One thing that bugs me is when there's this long intro, so I apologize for the long intro. But I wanted to show you this neat little mascara palette. In here is pretty much everything anyone could ever want. Lots of fun colors. I'm a very big color girl. I have dyslexia, so I see in color. And so colors really just excite me, kind of in a weird way, but it does. What can I say? These are highlights. These are contours. One thing that's interesting about this makeup is all of it is foundation. So you put it on a little different than you would your normal makeup, but it's still fun. So let's get started and quit talking, okay? I am an extremely oily person, so I do not prime. I know everybody's like, what? Prime? You've got to prime. Go get some oil control primer. Even the oil control primer just doesn't work as good for me as just regular, just got through washing my face does. So, these are some of the brushes. They're all neat that comes with this. They're 2 brushes in one. This is the Buffy brush, so we're just going to start having fun with it. Now for me, because I am extremely oily, I have to add a little bit of Estee Lauder Double Wear. Just a little bit. It helps to keep the product on my nose. Other people who are dry or maybe have less grease face than you don't need this. This is just me being extra. In fact, I really don't need this. It's just me being extra. I'm extra. I like a lot of, you know, when I was young, about 13, 14, an artist came out by the name, or well, for me, it was new to me, Victoria Jackson, I believe. And her whole concept was makeup shouldn't look makeup, like you're wearing makeup. And even then, at a young age, I was like, well, if I didn't want to look like I was wearing makeup, I just wouldn't wear makeup. I want to look like I have makeup on. So that's my personal preference. Other people, this makeup is anywhere from just light to full coverage. I mean, you do you, and I do me. So what I'm going to first use is linen. I'm very light, very fair complected, so I'm going to just add some linen on my brush and get started. And it's a lot of just tapping for me. I don't like to drag my skin, never have. Even as a kid, I really just am kind of a tapper, maybe a pawer. A pawer? Is that a word? Just made it up. Look at me, being all fancy schmancy on the video. But as you can see, this coverage is super good. And I will go back and really stress that I use the Estee Lauder not for coverage, but for just something to help grab the makeup on my nose. So one thing that this makeup does, I gotta quit making that do that, but one of the things that this makeup does is you can do everything in just one layer. You don't have to put multiple layers of makeup on. One thing I like to do is not get it on my lip like I just did, but love. One thing I like to do is kind of put the makeup not everywhere, but kind of cover it up, give a light layer, and then come back and do my my bronzing, but my contour. But that's me, y'all. I'm telling you, I am a, no joke, I love makeup. I love color. So seriously, there are days that I'm like, I don't want to wear makeup, so I just don't. I'm not one of those people that I don't really want to wear makeup or look like I have much makeup on, so I'll just put on a little light coverage. I just don't do that. That's just not my game. Maybe I'm a goofball, but whatever. So, I have joined Maskcara in full disclosure of everything. I have joined Maskcara as an artist. I'm literally going on a week. But makeup has always been my passion. One thing that has always just been an honor to me, not that it ever happened, but it was an honor, is I have been asked on multiple occasions to become a MAC girl. I never did. I am a nursing home administrator, and so, you know, that would have been quite of a large cut in pay, but just, you know, I was like kind of insecure about, I knew what I liked, but, you know, what I like and what other people like are two different things. But, you know, after a while, you kind of lose those insecurities, and you're like, who cares? Nobody else cares. Why should I care? And it's great to have social media to help overcome some of those insecurities in life. You know, I mean, of course, there's the downside, but a lot of it, you kind of just look at people and they're like, they're nuts, kind of like me, and that's okay. So we're nuts together. The neat thing about this makeup is every part of it, it can kind of it does a dual role. So, I'm coming back to this brush, but I'm going to jump over here with this other brush, and I'm going to pick up this color called Walnut. I'm still learning all the colors, but Walnut. See how pretty? And use this as a contour. So I'm going to get in here, and you don't have to get a lot of product. That's another thing I like. You just kind of get a little bit and contour and brush up and brush up. So this, instead of pawing down, I'm pawing up. Does that make sense? Pawing. And if y'all hear a big bang on the door, my little kitty cat, she likes to be with me all the time. I've got her in there with her daddy, but it's her knocking on the door. So, you know, us weird cat women. I am one of them. I only have one cat though. So I paw up, and it's creamy, and the cream just kind of blends so easily, and it's so fun. Y'all, I'm trying to keep myself from going out of focus, so I'm staying back so I don't get annoying. So today is a very tragic day. Kobe Bryant has perished in a plane crash and helicopter crash. Just so sad. God, that's sad. And his daughter. So on this, just kind of warming myself up a little bit. Making it all pretty, putting some dimension in that face, making her come alive. You know, as a heavier set lady, sometimes we think that, you know, I don't know, we kind of want to go in our shell, kind of say, well, we're not as pretty as some of the others, you know. Jaclyn Hill, yeah, gorgeous woman, gorgeous. And it's like, oh, okay, I could never do that. I'm not cute or whatever. You know what? To each his own. I think one thing that's fun about makeup, you don't have to be perfect. Even if you're imperfect, it can still enhance. I really love it because I kind of think everybody is, in their own way, perfect. You know, we're all made in the image of God, and I just kind of think that we all have attributes that we can contribute to, and there's natural beauty, and why not let those natural beauty shine through? I think that is good on that. Now, everybody always says don't hold your chin up when you contour. Well, when you got a chin like mine, you gotta know where to start. So I do hold mine up. Just a hair, not a lot. You know, all of the beauty tips and tricks are great, but I don't think that they're universal. I think you gotta find what works for you. Some things work best for certain type of skin types, or skin textures, or even facial structures. And some things just not so much. So I think you just find you. Of course, as much as I play with makeup, I have done it all. I also love to paint on canvas. I do a lot of painting, and so I just kind of love colors. I'm gonna be one of them people when I'm old. Give me a coloring book and some colors, and I'll be happy. Alright, so I am going to take Moonlight right here. Trying to get the colors where they look good. Well, good grief. Moonlight. There you go. And just a little bit. Ain't that awesome? That's it. That's all I need. And put it right there in the corner of my eyes. And right there. And there she goes. That autofocus is bugging me, peeps. Now, just how beautiful is that? Probably like, well, I can't see. Keeps going in and out of focus. Okay, so for oily people, I'm just talking about oily people because that's all I know. My mom's dry, I'm oily. But for oily people, one thing that I do is I set with powder. Nobody tell anybody, this is my secret, but it's baby powder. I'm fair, number one, and it is the most amazing thing that was ever created. So it works like a dream. But it also, I mean, it can give you that kind of powdery look, so I kind of do other things, kind of combat that. But I do. I set with baby powder. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and do my cheeks and my bronzer and kind of tie it all a little bit more together. And some people at this point would go in and use like a perfector sponge or just, you know, a big beauty blender and would blend more. I ain't one of them, but what I said, to each his own. Okay, so I'm gonna take, aren't these colors beautiful? So how I said earlier that everything can kind of dual as multiple things, this is interesting. This is blush. Of course, they have more colors than this, but this is what I've got in my little compact here. And they're so neat. If I don't dig my nail in this or plop it out on the floor. Look at that. They just pop out. They're tins, and it just pops out, and that's magnetic, and this is tins, and so you can just pop it right back in. Ain't that cool? I love the packaging. My favorite is this one right here. Corals, orange colors. They look so pretty on me. This is Frenchy, and it's a lip and cheek. So, I always do my lipstick afterwards, but I have gotten into the habit of just liking a little color on my lips while I do this. You know, nothing big, nothing fancy. Just some color. Kind of clean that up. Some reason I had put some contour underneath, and it just kind of made me look like I was somewhat sloppy. Better, much better. And that's one thing about this. Like, say if this contour line was not very well, like if it was sloppy, you can just take your brush and swipe it. It does the clean it. Just cleans everything up. It's just really good. Okay. So, Frenchy. I love this stuff. Now, I tend to be a little heavy-handed on this. I don't know why. Just am. One thing I will say, though, is I have learned, for me, that because of my skin type, I absorb color so just, I can put some on, and in 30 minutes, it's like, where'd it go? Well, I will put it on pretty heavy, and it helps me retain the color. So as it absorbs, it doesn't completely absorb. That is just really, like, bugging me that it keeps kind of messing up the lighting. Oh well. You can't be perfect all the time. Okay, I'm Rarely ever perfect, but whatever. Looks a little more needs over here. And I'm just one of them people that it's like, I like to be balanced. May not be perfect on either side, but I like to be close, as close to getting it the same as possible, just because I don't like being messed up. Bella Bronzer. This here is an Illuminator. So what we would normally call our highlighter, they call Illuminator. This is rose gold. So pretty. So pretty. I bet this looks gorgeous on darker skinned women. On me, I have to be very, like I probably, just from using it yesterday, I probably still have enough on my brush that I don't really need any, because it kind of looks a little dark sometimes. So here we go. I don't know why I did that. I guess I'm in a habit of shaking stuff off with powder. Alright, so yes, I know I need to blend that, but I wanted to kind of spread it a little bit. But it is such a pretty... Y'all, my hair just constantly is in my face. Just try me drinking. Whatever. Get out of my face. My husband hates when I say whatever. He's like, stop it. Don't say whatever. He's so cute. Alright. So that gives me a little bit. I think I'm going to come in here and kind of raise that up. But what's neat is I don't have to put any more product on the brush. I can actually just go up and swoop a little bit more. Okay. Let me put some down here. And like, see, I'm not really grabbing any more product, because this product picks up so much, and it's, for me, because I'm so fair and pale, like disgustingly. But there you go. Now these can also act, they're called lip and cheek, but know that they can also act as eyeshadow. If you like cream eyeshadow, you could just, you know, put a little bit of cream up there. Or, you know, do it however. You can put it on with a brush. I'm just doing my fingers just to demonstrate what you can do. Ta-da! Now, we could call it quits, but we ain't gonna. No. But anyways, they're so universal of what they can be used for. Also, the bronzers, not the bronzers, the contours, as you can see, look at that. Okay, so, sorry, blinding you. Look at that. The bronze contours, good grief, I can't talk today, can also be used for eyeliner. Not eyeliner, well, eyeliner, but I meant brow. I'm having problems, okay? It's Sunday, it's late, I'm having problems. I'm thinking and dreading and having to go to work tomorrow, okay? So, bear with me. Just a little bit of problems. Okay. So, next, I'm going to set my face. And I let my face bake for 10 minutes. But don't worry, you're not going to have to sit here and be bored while I'm baking. Now, y'all don't get scared. I promise you it comes together and it looks really good. Just bear with me. And if you don't believe that it's going to look good, stick around to see the end. Because I will bake like there's no tomorrow. Which is why I don't normally, when I'm getting ready in the mornings, I wear like old t-shirts. For the pure fact, powder falls on them bad. And I'm okay with that. You know how some people hate fallout, like on their eyes and stuff? And they're just like, oh my gosh. you know, I can't stand fallout. I ain't one of them. I just am not one of them people. Fallout does not bother me because I powder so much, ain't nothing gonna stick. So you'll see that I don't dust off my brush and stuff. I let it do its thing. Once again, I go back to, like, I know some of the beauty bloggers and all of them say that, you know, you need to build it. Not on me. Not on me. If it doesn't, number one, I don't have time in the mornings to sit there and build for 30 minutes. Number two, my makeup literally just soaks into my face. So I have to, girl has to do what girl has to do. I'm hoping that my niece will, she is probably as much of a makeup lover as I am, and hopefully she will join me in one of my videos soon. She is, it amazes me that, like, at her age, she is way more talented than I was, probably even now. So she just has natural talent where you're just like in awe, like you're like, oh wow, you know, she can like throw something at herself and it just falls perfectly. Some people have that talent. I ain't one of them. I have to work for it. Now I'm going to do my brows while this is baking. Now, one thing I want to say, please don't freak out that things aren't perfect as I'm going along. Once I do my brows and then I dust off my powder, they get up there. I do that on purpose. I do that because I'm wanting to set my brows. So it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to look good. But trust the process, my process. Because it ends up, y'all, I really do actually do good with makeup. So just hold on. I know I look ridiculous, but it's okay. Give me a minute. Let me grab all my stuff. Oh, nice shot of my head. Hopefully you didn't see no ball patches. I'm teasing. I don't have them, but just in case. So this is, you're going to think I'm hysterical. I've gotten out of using the NYX brow pencils. Love them. They're great. Love them. But I don't really use them. But I love this to clean my brows off before I start on them. So I keep this pencil with me. It's probably almost completely empty, but I keep it with me so that I can clean my brows. I use the Anastasia, however you pronounce it. That's what I use. As you can tell, I use a lot. And then I like this little tiny brush. I'm trying to see who it's by. Benefit. It's so cute. Ooh, it's one of the two brushes that come in this little compact. I haven't really used the compact, but I love the little brush. It's so cute. So cute. So I'm blind as bat. I'm going to have to get up and personal with my mirror. So I'll try to stay in y'all's line of sight during this process. I start about 3/4 of the way over. Oh, that's stupid light. Let me check my lighting. Maybe it's just too bright or not bright enough. Let's try that. I'm sorry if that's not bright enough, guys. So I underline. I was watching someone the other day, or maybe, no, I was reading an article, and they were talking about that ombre effect and how that they don't like that and all. And I respect other people's opinions. I do. I mean, oftentimes you'll find me following the trends because, well, so and so was such and such, so you know that's got to be how it is. But then there's a part of me that's like, I like my style. So to each his own. Here I go. And I'm not that great on brows. If I was to say I had an Achilles heel on makeup, it would be my brows. I like pretty brows. I just don't feel like I can achieve them very well. But whatever. There I go. I'm in such a habit of saying whatever. That's so annoying. But here we go. Isn't it funny? Like, it's like I have to keep my, I can't talk or think or nothing while I'm doing my brows. So my brows, probably because I overplucked when I was little, because I had like a unibrow, and I was not going to have a unibrow. So probably overplucked. So you know how most people have those little hairs that go upward? Yeah, not me. All of mine grow to the side. How embarrassing. But it is what it is. But one thing I've learned that I do get a better brow with is if I'll just follow that natural way it grows. It's like, it is what it is. Why fake? Of course, I still try to draw in some pretty hairs that stand tall, but yeah, I've not been successful. I'm just not successful at that. So some people are real fast with their brows. Y'all, it literally takes me 10 minutes to do my brows. So I know I need to quit saying so. That's really stupid. Okay. I am more educated than to just say a few words over and over and over. I really am. There we go. I go back and I sharpen my little brow line. I just pinch it together to make that better line when I go over to the next brow, in order for them both to look good. I am so sorry, y'all. I am really I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot doing this in the kind of misjudging where everything goes. I feel like this brow is my better brow. It just tends to go together. It does its thing. It says, yes, ma'am. Doesn't argue with me. The other one likes to give me trouble. Now, please don't think I look ridiculous with these dark brows on. Once the eyeshadow gets going and we kind of warm up the face a little bit more, because I use some more powders. I'm oily, people. I'm oily. I have started at night putting some just face oils on my face. Coconut oil, olive oil, vitamin E, whatever. Just some oils. Just because I've started getting wrinkles right here, peep. I don't like wrinkles. I mean, like, who does? Oh, that's bugging me. I am so sorry, y'all. I am not an expert. I'm hoping that my sweet little nieces who are experts will have mercy on their aunt and, you know, give her some clues. Alright. Y'all's. No. Okay, whatever. I'm going for it. I am not going, I don't know why I'm jumping to this right now, but I am not going to put on lashes today. The lashes to me make any look just completes it, makes it look perfect. Kind of like high heels can almost make any outfit look just excellent. It brings it up a notch. But because I'm a weird person and I'm like, well, it's so late in the day, I don't want to waste them, I've decided not to put them on. I'll just do mascara. But before then, we've got to finish everything else up. Okay, so I have this beautiful Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH01 brush that I like to just start brushing all that powder off and blending it in to the rest of my face. Now, because I am so fair, powder does not take away from me. I can do it. I don't know if, like, anyone out there who's as oily as I am, and they're like, oh, well, that might be a neat trick to try. Maybe if you blended it up with, like, a darker powder, it might work for you and yet not give you that stark white look. The next thing that I do, because I'm extra, people, I am really extra. I like to take the Studio Fix Max foundation, or Powder Plus foundation. I like to take that and put that all over. Once again, this just gives me an extra layer of powder to help absorb oils. Now, you may go, good grief, lady, that is crazy. But when I do this for me, when I do this for me, my makeup can last 12 hours without breaking down. If I weren't to do this, I might get 2 hours. And then by the end of the day, I have makeup literally, like my eyeshadow will be down here on my cheek. I mean, y'all, I'm serious. That is how oily I am. So these little things that I have found along the way, because I played with makeup for so long, just as like totally helped me. Now, if you're sitting there going, wait a minute, you're covering up your blush. No, I'm not. I mean, I am, yes. But, it's still showing through. Plus, sometimes I will go over with the powder brush. Wait a minute. Powder blush? That's the word. Powder blush. And I will actually put more on. But I go back to the whole point, or my whole point, that makeup absorbs color on me. So if I don't, then I, you know, will just look pale, or won't look like I have anything on. And one thing with blush that I also have noticed is that the more I use, actually, the better I look. I mean, I don't mean, you know, horribly more, but quite a bit more. Now, I also like to warm up my contour a little bit with, same thing, MAC Studio Fix, but in like a shade totally not me, but a lot darker than me, because I just think it's pretty. I'm all about pretty. Some people are like, oh, give me 1 or 2 steps. I'm like, oh, give me 20. I want to feel like I played. You know, when we were little girl, and we were, you know, little girl, well, me, I was a little girl, with my sisters, and we'd play Barbie dolls or paper dolls. You know, you wanted to feel like you got to play that day. Well, makeup for me lets me still play. And I really just have a blast doing it. You know, men, they work on cars or go fishing. I play with makeup. Oh, and I run a nursing home. Forgot about that one. Y'all, running a nursing home is so difficult. When you say, why? It's because you have to deal with so many families who are grieving. You know, it's hard on people to put their loved ones in a nursing home. Can't even imagine. My parents are getting up there in age, but they're not at all at that stage. But, you know, and if anybody has dementia, I mean, that in itself is a loss. You know, when you lose your memories, the loss that feels for you and your family, it's just sad. It's hard running a nursing home because you're just always around, you know, depressing things. Been doing this for been running nursing homes for almost, gosh, 18 years, 17 years, a long time. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I do want to put a little bit more. I need to quit showing you on my head. Ridiculous. Oh, poo. I forgot my nose contour, but don't worry, I'll be back. I just put a little brightness right under there with Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot in the color Translucent. You know what, y'all? I will say, for relatively like drugstore products, Makeup Revolution's color pigment is the bomb. Before I discovered Maskcara, Makeup Revolution was the only highlight. I tried like every highlight there was known to man. It was the only highlight that would actually show up on me and would look half decent. So kudos to Makeup Revolution. In fact, I was like one of their biggest fans. Probably the biggest fan. Don't worry, y'all, I will blend this in. I'm just putting it down on there, and then I'll go in and kind of taper it down. Make it look a little prettier. If y'all saw my little setup here, you would laugh. You'd be like, girl, you funny. Yes. A little funny. Okay. Well, on the cheek. Okay. Ta-da! Now, let's move into the eyes. Now, I always say that I'm going to have just a soft, nice look. You know, like one or two colors just, it doesn't do nothing for me. I mean, it's like, it literally washes me out instead of like brighten me up. So I kind of always go kind of full glam. I mean, not to the point where cut crease and all that, but you know, still layer it. I'm a layered type of girl. Grab all the brushes, bring them up here so I can see. One, I love Colorpop, y'all. Such pretty. This is the Truly Madly Deeply. I'm going to go in with Golden Gate Bridge right here. Okay, I hate the shining. There we go. That, ain't that pretty? As my transitional shade. It's just so pretty on me. I mean, there are just some colors that look great. Oh, I'm sorry. How rude. How rude. How rude. Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. JH32. Sorry. I get all talky and forget what I'm doing. At work, my poor staff, I'm like talking and I'll go have my squirrel moments and they'll be like, Sarah, come on, back up. I love this Colorpop, y'all, the pigmentation. And if you notice, I'm not like dusting my brush off. I cannot stress this enough that for me, I need that heavy-handedness. Maybe it's because not for others, but I can't see it unless if it's a deep color. I just can't. I need those deep colors. So one thing that me and my husband have been disagreeing with is he does not care for glitters. I'm like, you don't care for glitter? Who are you? Are you insane? Glitter, y'all, glitter's the bomb. Nobody cannot have glitter in their life. Although I do say my baby niece does not like glitter, and I'm just like, who are you? Are you a woman? Women like glitter. I love glitter. Glitter's like my life. Okay, well, I'm not that obsessed, but I am pretty obsessed. Okay, next, and this is something, these two colors right here, these two, this is Golden Gate Bridge and Cutouts. These two colors I've been combining non-stop probably for the last 2 weeks, just because they give me that really good sound foundation, and then I play with all the other stuff, but I kind of stick to those two as my transition, and then a base color, maybe. I don't know what you call it. But, and then this Lay Low. Y'all, I love peachy, orangey, corally colors. I just love those colors. These two right here. Love them. So, I'm going to go ahead and slap some of that on in the crease. And go in my little windshield wiper motions, and then round. Ta-da! See how that just kind of adds a little bit? We all have to sit here and be quiet while I'm sitting here doing my windshield wiper motions. You know, it's hard to sit here and just talk and talk and talk about like nothing. Okay, let's get serious. Okay, now I'm going to put this down I'm going to pick up my Morphe palette. This is a pretty palette. Okay, y'all don't look at it how. Okay, I use it. I'm rough on it, but I love it. Let me think. What colors would look good? I think I will go with Addict. Oops, get your finger out of the way. Addict. And maybe Fling. Maybe these two. I don't know. We're going to play. My brush just decided to fall. It's a good thing I have toes. I can pick it up with my toes. Alright, so I'm going to just stamp that right there. Just stamp and stamp and stamp. Stamp some more. Get that right there in that crease. So do y'all like when people put the whites or, you know, bright colors in their eye, by their tear ducts? I love it. I've not been able to pull it off. My face, like, I go on. I mean, I just have the weirdest face in the history of the world, but it literally doesn't. It won't absorb certain colors, so it's been hard for me to successfully do that. Okay, I kind of like that, but I'm extra. So I think I'll go in with that blue color and just, I don't know what I want to do. And I'm sorry, y'all, that was a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH34. Oops, JH34. Alright. So I'm going in with Fling. And I think I'm just going to kind of go boop-be-doop-boop right here at the edge. Maybe not even all the way. Maybe like from here over. Just kind of, and this is just a Morphe brush. It's like a eyebrow or an eyeliner brush. It's just Morphe. It doesn't have what it is. It just is. Make a little cat tail. There. I think so. I'm really thinking I need glitter. Don't you think I need glitter? I'm thinking glitter. We'll see. One thing I could do, maybe one thing I should do, is do just some pretty shimmery colors. Got that one a little bit further than that one. If I do that, I will have to go out there and get another brush. Maybe I just won't. Maybe I'll leave it alone. Okay. We'll move on to the bottom lashes because that will probably, sorry for all that, right? That'll probably, you know, make the look come together. Alright, so I get real tied up in that lash line. Oops. Yes, y'all see that shadow on my eyeball? Okay. And notice how I didn't bring it all the way in. I'm mimicking the top line. I didn't bring the top line all the way in, so I'm not going to bring it. I'm correcting this one. Saw something I didn't care for. Yes. No. Maybe so. Okay. Now, I go back, and this is just me. I go back in with that Addict color. I like to, whatever I do up here, I like to do down here. And I'm using, I am so bad at this, Morphe M432 liner brush. Here is a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH42. Just a little bitty baby brush. I use this one for dual purposes. One side is light, one side is bright. One side I use for my brow bones. The other side I use to blend. I like to just blend that a little bit. I'm kind of keeping this open. I just haven't decided what I might want to, I don't know what I want to do there. I'm being silly. Okay. One thing I think I do want to do is go in with this Fling, same blue color, Fling. Pick it up on this M432 and go in and just kind of touch that waterline. Voila. Okay. Now let's put that aside. Go back into the Colorpop. Go back and pick these two colors up. Cut out and Golden Gate Bridge. And put them under my eye as well. I think I will go in with this J39 with Cut Out, the darker color. Colorpop just has such pretty colors. They literally pop in color. Such a cute little name. Okay. Now, to me, that's all harsh. Can you see? No. Can you see that? That's harsh. So we're going to blend that out with Golden Gate. Golden Gate. Yes, bridge. I don't know what I said, but it was not that. And then it's just kind of like fades down the cheek a little bit. Now, can you tell that, I don't know that you can even tell, but can you tell that I have a little fallout there? It don't bug me. It just don't bug me. I don't care if it was a ton of it. It wouldn't bug me. I just carry on with my makeup until I'm all done. Okay, so that's where we will be with our eyeshadow, except I'm just struggling. I am struggling with my corners. Like, do I want to put something shimmery there? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, let me duck down. Going back to mascara. This is some of their eyeshadows. I just picked up a few. I am going to go in with, I believe this is Starlight. Nope, I am wrong. It is Unicorn. And I'm going to put this up on my brow bone. Now, the interesting thing I will have to say about mascara. I have never, ever been successful at finding a color that will, show up on my brow bone. It just kind of blends into nothing. This does. I love this. Y'all, I'm getting them old people eyes where you're like, my arm needs to expand another 3 feet. Look at that. Look at that. Now you may go, well, big deal. For me, it's huge. I'm like, game changer. Okay. I have some silver here. What is this silver color called? It is called Glass Slipper. How pretty. Ain't that pretty? That might look good. Let's try it. I wonder if I could put it on with my finger. I'm a little nervous. Well, ain't that pretty? Just a little bit with my finger. I like that. Now let's see how we can pop it on the bottom. I'm going to use the same brush, kind of dust it off, and see if we can't pop that on the bottom where we left that all open. Ooh. Ooh. There you go. Now, this isn't something like I would be wearing to a formal or nothing. This is like my makeup I'd wear to work. Literally, I would wear to work. Let's see. I was a goob. I need to go out there and get something, but I really don't want to. So I think I'm going to use some eyeshadow for a little hint of blush, just to, y'all, I like it like brighten in your face. So I think I will. Don't make fun of me, peeps. This is a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH04. How pretty. I think I'm going to go with that same cutout. And since I've never done it before, let's start lighting, see what we can do. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I might add a little bit more. That's kind of pearly. It's a good color. It really is, y'all. Such a pretty color. Now, most people will not, what's the word I'm looking for? They won't sit there and like make all their makeup matchy match. Like lipstick will be, opposite than eyeshadow and blush and all that. I'm not like that. I am not like that. I like everything to be matchy. I just do. That's me. Maybe I'm cray-cray, but that's okay. It ain't gonna stop me from getting in heaven. Okay. Now, you may go, girl, your blush is like a cha-ching. It blends. I mean, it soaks in. So, by the end of the day, my makeup looks better at the end of the day than at the beginning. So, as time wears on and my face heats up and the makeup melts into my face, it just looks better. It just keeps looking better. And I like that. I'd rather it do that than look really great at first and in 10 minutes look terrible. So, I'll go for that. I'm good with that. I'm going to use Jaclyn Hill JH06 to dust under my eyes. Get that fallout off. Then I'm going to go with a Tarte little brush. I got the, I think my director of nursing got this for me. Like my birthday, Christmas, something. And it's so soft. I just like to use it to kind of lightly dust and blend everything together once it's all done. And I do like to go over my eyelids, because I do kind of pick up the powder from my face and set it so it looks good and it stays and it lasts. Okay, there's that. Now let's do the mascara. I love, for just mascara, this Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. Love it, people. It's good. Now, please don't make fun of me. I will probably get mascara all over my face, because I do every day. Never has it failed that I did not get mascara on me. But I take a couple of deep breaths. I flare my nostrils because it annoys me. And I move on. Finish up everything else I'm going to do with my highlight, my lipstick, all of that. And then I come back and just take either my fingernail, which I've cut them so not much of a fingernail, or a little spoolie, little eyebrow spoolie, and I will flick it off. So, bear with me. Here we go. And this process, I really could put on falsies in the time that I do my mascara, but whatever, we won't. Like I said, we won't do that today because I just feel like it's a waste of the falsies. And I like to give my falsies honor. If I put you on, I will leave you on, type of thing. Now, one thing I want you to notice, if you can, well, it's not fair because these are blonde, they're hidden, but this is Buildable Mascara in my opinion. So I can sit here and each layer, it grows. I do want to try, what is that company called? Unique? I think it's called Unique. I want to try their 4D mascara. And Maskcara, the company that I am now affiliated with, is coming out with mascara soon. Future tense. But it is not. Do you see what I'm saying? But we take the deep breath. We flare our nostrils. And we move on. Okay. Now, that's just one coat. It ain't no big deal. It ain't no shock and awe. But it does make it look better. I am telling you, the falsies would just make this pop. It just would. Y'all, I do not have one of those tools that you use to put on false lashes. I am so bad. I will literally use my tweezers, and I'll be sitting there like holding it, and I'm like, if I slip, I could poke out my eye. I am nuts. Total, undeniable, unashamed nuts. Until I end up in the ER with my tweezers sticking out of my eyeball. I'd be like, beauty. There is pain in beauty. They'd be like, lady, you're dumb. I do not advise that, y'all. Seriously. Don't do anything that almost jeopardizes your health and safety. It's not worth it. My poor nephew, one time I was using this amazing tool. It's like a pimple blackhead remover thing. I should have been a dermatologist, y'all. I love that kind of stuff. Anyways, I was using it to clean up his face. And I was like right up around here, and my hand slipped, and I poked him like right here. It did not get his eye, but it scared the bejeebers out of me. So bad, I wouldn't touch him no more. I'd be like, I'm sorry, Garrett. I love you to the moon and back, but bud, your face is your face. I'm not doing that. Yo, I don't know why, but like when I'm sitting here doing I made a mess. When I'm sitting here doing my eyes, or my mascara, where each mascara goes, I'm like, all like, has to be perfect. Like, girl, you nuts. And I do this, y'all, for work every day. I am not kidding you. I'm like 10 minutes late to work every day, and nobody tell my owners that I'm 10 minutes late to work every day because I'm sitting here fiddling with my eyelashes. But I do. Don't y'all hate how, like, when we put on eyeshadow, we're like, I'm like, shut your mouth. I'm by myself and I'm sitting there, shut your mouth. I can't help it. I have to. So can y'all tell the difference how, to me, it's building? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and do it for an hour, but, you know, I get very impressed. Sorry for shaking the camera. My elbow hit a little stage where I got my mirror sitting. So, you know, if so I'm gonna go in and get that spot off. Okay, better. And I'm gonna do my lower lashes. It's all good. It's all good. I got a big old clunk just hanging there. I'm like watching it instead of watching what I'm doing. Okay, so we'll say that's good. Next, let's do highlighter. And in mascara, the highlighter is not highlighter. It's called Illuminator. Now, how can I do this? There we go. Now, you may think two different colors. Not so. This one right here, they're both glamazing. This one, come on, light. Right there. I have to bring it down to my boob. How embarrassing. Is the same color as the other one in there. But the other day I had an accident, and I accidentally dropped my compact here. And two of my other shades, Goldie and maybe Starlit, whatever, broke. I was devastated, people. Devastated. Anyways, so I went and got some alcohol rub. You kind of pour it in there and mush them together and then let it dry and it goes back together. So I was alright, but it kind of got over in that one. But it's okay. Life is okay. We will survive. Now, I'm one when it comes to my highlight, or in the mascara world, it's not called a highlight, it's called an illuminator. I don't like a little line. I'm not there looking for that Neapolitan look. I like it to kind of shimmer on down. Not quite into my contour, but real close. That's just me. I like this highlight. I go back, and okay, basically my favorite highlight is Makeup Revolution. A Bible girl here, y'all. Makeup Revolution, because it just is like pow in your face. But what I like about mascara, and this is why I have changed and keep using it and have given up that one, unless if I just want it every once in a while, is it doesn't start off good, in my opinion. I mean, it starts off okay. I shouldn't say it doesn't start off good, but it starts off okay. But it ends amazing. By the end of the day, I'm like, wow, that is pretty. That is pretty. So, I really do like it. But y'all, seriously, if you're interested in this makeup, go to www.sarahcrone, that's spelled sarahcrone.mascarabeauty.com. The makeup is great and it's cheap. Each of the tins for the, and they call their foundations highlighters, okay? But they do. Each of these highlighters are $14, I believe. Trying to not show you the back. Each of the contours are the same amount. Lip and cheek, your bronzer, your illuminators, all of that is like $12. If you buy 4 of them, you get one of these free. So whatever, like if you buy, I don't even know how much holds in here, 9. So if you buy 18, which obviously I have, you get one of these free. So how much ever, you don't have to, because they come, and I don't have any of them, but it's so cute. They come in the cutest little tins. It just, like this little tin has this little sliding cap over it. It's so amazingly cute. Like really, it's cute. So you don't have to buy the compact. It's just, it's handy and dandy if you do. The eyeshadows, they may be 14, maybe 16, but it's roughly the same amount, you know, around. And it's just beautiful, y'all. It is just so pretty. I am just like into it. And I'm not one of these people who, I'm a very private person. I don't, oh, hello. I don't get on social media and get involved in doing direct sales and stuff because marketing is not my thing. I'm a behind the scene type of person, always have been. I don't really do the whole in your face type of thing. But this makeup, it was like, oh, that's too cool. That is just too cool. I'm gonna highlight my lip a little bit. Get my chin. Do 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 do. But it's just, it's amazing makeup. And I had been following this one artist for a while. I didn't do this just, oh, one day I'm gonna wake up and do it. No, I had been following her for a good long while. And then my sister, my oldest sister, actually decided that she would grace me for a Christmas present with this makeup. Because I had shown her, I mean, y'all, I was into this. I was like, I want to try that. Because I try all makeup. I love makeup. And I'm like, I really want to do this. And so she had bought me this for Christmas. And I put it on. And there was a learning curve. Like, I wear makeup. I play with makeup a lot. So it wasn't that big of a learning curve for me. I'd say about 3 days of like, well, maybe if I did it this way or did this technique that way. I was hooked. I was like, this is awesome makeup. And it is. It wears good. Like I said, I had to figure out how to get it to stay on my nose. Because, like I said, I'm just so woolly that it would stay, but it would kind of be a little patchy. Also, one thing you can do, which I've done, but I think I want a different contour shade, so I'm waiting on some more makeup to arrive before I really commit to that, is instead of, like what I did, I used the Estee Lauder. You can get one of your contour shades and do a light application of that where you find any of that makeup not adhering real well because they're a little, the consistency of them is a little different, so their wearability is kind of a little different. So I did try that yesterday with Walnut, this color right here. I did try that and it worked, and it worked well, and I was like, woohoo, look at that, that's amazing. But preferably I think I would like a different undershadow color. Does that make sense? Undershadow color. So I'm just waiting for a different color. I'm kind of waiting for Aspen or another color to come in to try that. And if it works, I'm like, ah, you know, like, oh. One of those moments. Okay, let me do my lips, do some spraying, and then we'll be done. And yes, it really does take me this long to get ready to go to work every morning. This is Maybelline. Seriously, y'all. Loyalist. And I am digging this color. I love Maybelline. I mean, for such a inexpensive drugstore product, it is like really good. So I personally will overline my lips just because, well, I have the little lips. There we go. And one thing I do, I also love the ombre effect of lips as well. So sometimes I'll do that. Or I'll top it with Anastasia. My niece is going to correct me after she sees this and make fun of me, but whatever. It is what it is. Y'all can't always pronounce it correctly, okay? I almost have a doctorate degree and I can't even pronounce this, but whatever. I love the makeup. I just never pronounced it correctly. She made fun of me one time because, and I knew that this is what it was called, but I just wasn't saying it like that. But, you know, NYX is spelled N-Y-X. And so we were talking makeup like we often do. And I called it N-Y-X. And she was like, do you mean NYX? And I'm like, yes. Don't you love being corrected by all of the younger generation? They're so fun. I love them. Wouldn't trade them for nothing. Wouldn't trade them for one cow patty. Alright, let me do my spray and then we'll be off. I am going to use Urban Decay All Nighter. This company does have its own spray. It's called Stay Spray. But I do not have any yet. Some is coming. So we will see how it works when it comes. But I do think it's more, maybe I could be incorrect, but I think it's more for dry skin, people who are looking for that dewy look. But I do hear it's awesome. So if you're out there and you have that dry skin and want that look, this is the thing for you. Okay. And most people don't put on their stay spray, listen to me, their finishing spray with their mascara. I haven't ever noticed it doing anything to my mascara, but I will go back to say that is Urban Decay does not offend my mascara. I have done Max. Hi, it's late. Mac. What the crap is Max called? Why can I not think of it? I use it all the time. Whatever. Anyways, theirs does do it before you put on your mascara. But anyways, okay, finished look. I'll try to get up here close and personal without the light messing up. But there's how I do my makeup. I hope y'all had a blast. I had a blast with you. So have a great day, y'all. God bless you.